beautiful legacy. Every line, every curve leaves a trace of who we were.
Hello and welcome to A Beautiful Legacy. My name is Tiago Pinto and I couldn't choose anyone else than my all-time favorite designer to start this podcast. The story I bring you today starts in Italy, in Milan, in the year of 1931. In a city rebuilding itself from the dust of the war, a boy is born into a world of rules and rigor. His father is a clerk, his mother a teacher. Both believe in discipline, precision, and education, in the idea that things, when properly arranged, can make life better. That boy is, clearly, Massimo Vignelli, and for the rest of his life, he will dedicate himself to fighting one enemy: visual chaos. He grew up to design maps, books, identities, furniture, all with one principle: that beauty is not decoration. Beauty is order. Vignelli studied architecture at the Politecnico di Milano. But architecture, to him, was not just about buildings. It was a method, a grid of thinking. He learned to see space as proportion, hierarchy, alignment. That architectural mindset would define everything he touched. When he later moved into graphic design, he carried the same rules with him: columns, margins, grids. Invisible structures that guided every line of text and every logo placement. In 1965, he co-founded Unimark International, one of the first truly global design firms. Its mission was radical for its time: to bring system into branding. Unimark didn't just design logos. It designed standards, manuals of order, detailing how every sign, letter, or color should behave. A logo wasn't an artwork, it was a rule. And rules applied even to the designers. At Unimark, employees were asked to only wear black, white, or gray, not as a fashion statement, but as a way to eliminate distraction. Clutter, even in clothing, was the enemy. Vignelli once said, "If you can't find it in black, white, or gray, you don't need it." It was more than style. It was philosophy. To design without noise was to live without noise. Vignelli treated the grid as gospel. For him, the grid was sacred. It wasn't just a layout device. It was a moral structure. He believed that grid revealed the hidden harmony in all things. That every letter, every space, every element had its own rightful place. In his editorial work, especially the book designs for Helvetica, the Vignelli Canon, and countless corporate manuals, the grid ruled like a silent architect. It gave meaning to emptiness, rhythm to information. His layouts didn't shout, they breathed. White space became as important as typography. And typography, almost always Helvetica or Bodoni, became a voice of order. Neutral, balanced, and above all, timeless. When asked why he used so few typefaces, he bluntly replied, "We use very few because we don't need more." That restraint was not about minimalism, it was about clarity. About understanding what was essential and letting everything else fall away. In 1967, Unimark designed one of its most enduring systems, the New York City subway signage. The city was a maze of inconsistent signs, different colors, arrows, and fonts colliding underground. Vignelli and his team brought logic to the chaos. Each subway line got its own color. Each station name, its consistent typography. Helvetica replaced confusion with rhythm. The same clarity was extended to corporate identities for brands like American Airlines, Ford, and Knoll. He stripped logos of sentimentality, leaving only their essence of truth-telling. To him, branding wasn't about personality. It was about orderly communication. He saw the designer not as an artist, but as a civil servant of visual culture. Design is not for the designer, he said. It is for the user. In his later years, Vignelli turned teacher, philosopher, evangelist. He lectured about visual pollution, the noise of bad typography, inconsistent signs, and cluttered packaging. He saw ugliness as a form of disrespect, to the eye, to intelligence, and to society at large. Even the furniture he and Lella Vignelli designed followed the same discipline: clear geometry, rational proportion, and absolute calm. Every line was deliberate, every object was necessary, nothing more, nothing less. It wasn't coldness, it was compassion through clarity. A belief that by simplifying what surrounds us, we make life easier to live.
Every line, every curve leaves a trace of who we were.
Massimo Vignelli passed away in 2014, but his invisible lines still hold our world together. In every grid that aligns a layout, in every clear wayfinding sign, this is A Beautiful Legacy, a podcast about creators and the traces they leave in the world. Available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Beautiful legacy. Every line, every curve leaves a trace of who we were. In the shape of a chair, in the light on a wall, someone's dream still stands tall.